Do you feel like you're wasting your potential? If you do, you're not alone. Studies have shown that 92% of people never achieve their goals. For a long time, I was one of those 92%. For as long as I can remember, I've wanted to make a lot of money. I think seeing my father lose his job during the 2008 recession and watching the amount of stress that put on my parents and really on my whole family really left a mark on me. And I never wanted to find myself in that kind of position ever again. Yet for some reason, throughout my early 20s, I always found myself broke. I even ended up homeless for a while. I had to live in my friend's roach-infested garage. It was honestly so frustrating. I was working so hard. I was believing in myself when no one else would, yet here I was with barely enough money for food and without a home. Honestly, I get emotional thinking about it still. I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. I felt like an absolute failure. But eventually, thank God, I figured it out. I figured out the thing that had been missing that was holding me back all this time. And when I did, I was able to escape poverty and start making more money than ever before. And you know something I realized? Someone you might have heard of figured this exact same thing out that I did. David Goggins.
Stay hard.
So everyone knows David Goggins. I'm not gonna waste a ton of time going into his bio. He went from 300-pound pest control guy to Navy SEAL, ultramarathon runner, and widely recognized as one of the most badass people alive.
Yeah.
When people think of David Goggins, they think of willpower and pushing through pain, but that's not actually what changed his life. What Goggins did, what I did, and what those 8% of people who achieve their goals do is create something called an alter ego. This alter ego is the key to achieving your goals in life. Obviously, things like willpower and hard work are important to achieving your goals, but if you don't have this alter ego thing, you're gonna end up like me in that garage, working your ass off and having nothing to show for it. So what is an alter ego? Well, in our day-to-day lives, we feel emotions like doubt and fear and insecurity. In fact, most people are completely run by these emotions. We think about the future and we see things going bad. A challenge comes up and we start doubting ourselves and feeling overwhelmed. We live with these thoughts and emotions so much that we start to believe that that is who we are. But that's not who you are, or more accurately, that's not all of who you are. Deep inside of you is a part of yourself that is fearless, confident, and driven. It gets stronger when challenged, and it believes it can accomplish anything. This part of you is your alter ego. One of the most famous examples of the alter ego is Kobe Bryant and the Black Mamba. The Black Mamba was Kobe's alter ego, and he would channel it during games to dominate his opponents. You could see it in his eyes. He was going to win, and there was nothing you could do to stop him. David Goggins has his own alter ego. He calls it Goggins. It was Goggins, the alter ego, that turned him from a 300-pound pest control man with no purpose in life to the man that we know today.
David Goggins, even with all the discipline, I didn't have that next level. David Goggins wasn't enough. So I went into my mental lab and realized, but I want to be great, but I don't have greatness in me. So I had to create a mother that was great.
Understand that we all have this alter ego inside of us. It's just that we are so consumed with doubts and fears that we never see it. And because of this, we go through our lives hesitant, insecure, and self-sabotaging. If you want to change your life, you need to access your alter ego, and you can do this in 3 steps. Step 1 is pain. Think of this almost like the origin story for your alter ego. For Bruce Wayne, it was the murder of his parents that created his alter ego Batman. For David Goggins, it was looking in the mirror and seeing what his life had become. The world had kicked him and beaten him down his entire life, and there he was, fat, working for minimum wage, and miserable. That lit the fire in him that created his alter ego Goggins and changed his life. My origin story was years of feeling like a failure. I had so much I wanted to achieve in life, but it felt like I had accomplished nothing, and there I was, living in a garage, feeling like everything was falling apart. This pain helped me find my alter ego. Until then, it felt like I doubted everything I did. I was hesitant and I expected to fail. Now I had found a part of myself that felt unstoppable. Once I found my alter ego, as much as I hated living in that garage, I actually thrived in it. I could barely sleep because it was so hot in this garage, and the cot that I was sleeping on had this metal rod going down the middle of it that I was laying on all night, and it just made it very uncomfortable. But I remember not caring at all. I was just completely unfazed. I was hell-bent on getting out of this situation. I went harder in the gym. I stopped caring what people thought of me. I was working as a fitness coach at the time, and I worked my ass off to go find enough clients to pay me enough money so that I could move out of that garage and get a place to live. In that same situation, the doubt-filled version of myself would have given in to despair. It was my alter ego that got me out of that situation, and it is my alter ego that drives me to keep achieving more and more today. Hopefully you're not homeless right now or down bad the way David Goggins was, but you still have pain in your life, and you can use it to access your alter ego. Maybe it's the girl who dumped you, or maybe you're just tired of seeing pretty girls out and being too afraid to say anything to them. Or maybe you aren't getting paid what you want, and you feel like your boss isn't treating you right, but you're too afraid to stand up to him. You have pain in your life right now. There's something in your life that you wish was going better, and on the other side of that is the pain that will help you access your alter ego. And you need to confront this pain. Don't hide from it anymore. Own it and ask yourself, what will happen if I don't make a change? And sit with this for a while. Don't brush over it. You need to feel this pain. Pain is what motivates change. When a doctor comes in and tells a patient, hey, you've got a year to live unless you change your diet and you get in shape, well, that's motivation, and those are the kinds of people who actually go and get themselves in shape. After you've got your pain, you can move on to step 2, which is vision. Think of your pain as what you're running away from, and think of your vision as what you're running towards. A vision is a combination of a goal and a new version of yourself that would achieve that goal. For Goggins, his vision was to become the toughest version of himself that he could possibly be. He chose to become a Navy SEAL because that's where the toughest people seem to be. For Arnold Schwarzenegger, the vision was to escape Austria and become a bodybuilding world champion in America. When you're creating your vision, it's important to be bold. Don't create some safe vision that feels like it's approved by all the people around you who have low expectations for you. Create a vision that is inspiring. If you're fat, don't create a vision of yourself with an average body. Create a vision of yourself with the absolute perfect body that you have dreamed of. Then the other part of this vision is you need to think about, what kind of person would I need to be to achieve this? What habits would you need to have? What kinds of things would you need to learn? And how would this version of yourself feel? Get inspired about this. This needs to be a vision worth going after. Once you've got the pain and the vision, you can move on to the most important step: challenge. Comfort kills your alter ego. Without a challenge to face, you will fall back into your doubtful, insecure self. Humans did not conquer the world by staying in their comfort zone. Without adversity, you will not unlock the best in yourself. Challenges in life are kind of this fork in the road moment. In one direction, you can go down doubt and fear and feel overwhelmed and give up. And in the other direction, you can say, I don't give a f what you put in front of me, I'm not backing down. That's the path of the alter ego. When challenges in life arise, you have to have the courage to lean into them and believe you can overcome them. And what you really want to do is don't just sit back and wait for challenges to occur. You want to actively identify challenges in your life or create them so that you can start consciously bringing your alter ego out. Michael Jordan was famous for this. Jordan was the undisputed best basketball player in the world and the reigning champion. When you're at that level, it's kind of hard to find new challenges. But Jordan knew that if he didn't, he'd get soft and someone would come along and take him out. So he started making up challenges for himself. He would read sports articles looking for the slightest thing he could take offense at to use as a challenge. It even got to the point where he would make things up that other players said. He would convince himself that a player on the opposing team had said something to insult him, and he would use that as motivation to go out and destroy that guy in the game. Now, most of us aren't at the level of Michael Jordan, so we don't need to make up fake challenges for ourselves. We've got plenty of things around us that we can use as a challenge to motivate us and bring out our alter ego. Think about what's standing in your way right now and the people who doubt you. Maybe it's the way that girl rejected you as if you don't mean anything. Maybe somebody's bullying you, or maybe you've got a sales job and you keep getting rejected when you go on sales appointments. Or use the pain that you found in step 1. This is a great challenge. Now, the natural response when we experience these challenges is we shrink away, but you need to learn to use them as fuel. And when you do this, challenges will become your greatest source of inner strength. Think about life as constantly testing you to see what you're made of. Are you weak and afraid, or are you strong and fearless? Every challenge is an opportunity to find out what you're made of. I hope this video will help you to achieve your potential in life. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video.